লকডাউন শুরু হওয়ার পরে বলেছি. So the chapter that today we are going to start is respiration, or the second part of the chapter life process. It is the second part. First of all, we need to know that what is the definition of respiration. Look, what happens frequently is that students get confused between respiration and breathing. Now if I ask you that what is respiration, some of you will answer that respiration is breathing in, breathing out, exhaling, inhaling. Everyone will tell that that is respiration, but it is not. Respiration and breathing are two different things. You can say breathing is a part of respiration, but breathing is not the respiration. So what is respiration? What is the definition of respiration? The definition of respiration goes like this. It is the process by which energy is obtained from food. So it is nothing but it is what? It is the process by which energy is obtained from the food. Then what is breathing? We'll come to breathing also. But first of all, keep in mind this is the process by which energy is obtained from the food. So just copy this definition. This definition is important for the exam also. So after that, let me ask you one thing. I know you cannot answer here, but the thing is that we have studied the first part that was called as digestion. What happened in digestion? The food was simplified, right? After simplification, the food was absorbed by our small intestine, some finger-like projections in small intestine. What are they named as? They're named as villi, right? So food was absorbed by villi. Then after that, what happened? This food, which is absorbed by villi, which is now inside our blood, the blood carried the food to the various parts of our body, and the food reached to our cells. So the food is where now? The food is now inside the cell. Now you can do two things with this food. One thing is that you can make your body with it, means that will be assimilation, that your food will be transformed into your body structure. Or the food that you have inside the cell, from there you can extract energy, because obviously energy is needed, na? First thing, if I ask you why you eat, the first thing that you tell is that we eat to have energy. So we need to take out the energy from the food, and that is our nothing but respiration. So every part in this chapter, the chapter life process is connected. So we'll come to that, more about that. After this, what we have seen, the types of respiration. Majorly, there are two types of respiration. So respiration is of two types: aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic and anaerobic, what is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic? There is a very common difference, that in aerobic, oxygen is needed. In anaerobic, oxygen is not needed. This is the main difference between aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. We will come into details into aerobic respiration also. In anaerobic respiration also we will discuss. But first of all, you need to understand that if you can obtain energy, or you can perform respiration without oxygen also, that is our anaerobic respiration, then why you will need oxygen? Why you will take oxygen? The reason is very simple. Because aerobic respiration gives you 38 ATPs. ATP we know, na, adenosine triphosphate. And anaerobic respiration gives you only 2 ATP. So to utilize the food fully, you need to perform aerobic respiration, where oxygen is needed. Where it will happen? Question is, where is our food now? Food is inside the cell, na? This is the cell. So the food is here. What is the food? Here majorly we will talk about the food. That will be our glucose. So glucose is here inside the cell. So this aerobic respiration will take place where? Inside the cell. And for that what you will need? Oxygen. And how this will happen? What is the reaction? We are coming into that now. But have you understood that where this aerobic respiration is taking place? It is taking place inside the cell. Now let's see that inside the cell, what are the steps of this aerobic respiration? In aerobic respiration, we broke down food, that is our glucose. We broke down glucose. What is the chemical formula of glucose? C6H12O6. First of all, you can see glucose, it is C6, na? C6 means it is a 6 carbon molecule. 6 carbon molecule means the number of carbon in glucose is 6. First of all, in first step, it happens in 2 steps. In first step, this C6H12O6 is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvate. And pyruvate is a 3 carbon molecule. So 6 carbon is being broken down into 2 3 carbon molecules. So 2 into 3, 6 carbon we already have now. Now, after this what happens? First of all, where this reaction takes place? We said this takes place inside the cell. But inside the cell where? This reaction takes place inside the cell in cytoplasm. Okay, inside the cell in cytoplasm, this reaction takes place. After this what happens? This pyruvate diffuses into our powerhouse of the cell. What is the name of our powerhouse? That is mitochondria. We have studied in class 9 already, na? Mitochondria is the, what we call mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Why? Because this food will be finally broken down inside mitochondria and we will get ATP. That's why we call mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell. So now what will happen? The food or the pyruvate now, it will enter mitochondria, and inside mitochondria it will be broken down into carbon dioxide, water and energy, that is ATP. So at last you will get ATP. And for all this what you will need? You will need oxygen. So it is clear that every cell needs oxygen, right now? So every cell needs oxygen. So oxygen is must for respiration, right? Oxygen is must for respiration. Now, where this oxygen is present? Suppose this is our body. You know, this looks a bit funny, but this is our body. Suppose this is taking place inside our body, na? And oxygen is outside the body, right? So you have to take the oxygen from outside to inside, right? So there should be a process. That process we call as breathing. That process we call as breathing. So in breathing, what you will do? You will take oxygen, and what more you will do? Look, as a result of your respiration, what you have got? You have got carbon dioxide. Na? This carbon dioxide also needs to be get removed from your body. So you will take oxygen and you will remove carbon dioxide. That we call as breathing. So breathing is nothing but it is a step needed for our respiration. So for breathing purpose, we have different organs. The main breathing organ is lungs. So this was the idea of aerobic respiration. After this we will discuss anaerobic respiration, and then we will come to this breathing part. So let's discuss anaerobic respiration also. Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration, if we see, in anaerobic respiration, what happens? We said oxygen is not needed, right? Question is where this anaerobic respiration takes place. This anaerobic respiration takes place, or anaerobic respiration we will discuss in two places. One is inside our muscle cells. This is number one. Two, we will discuss anaerobic respiration in yeast. So in muscle cells and in yeast we will discuss. Why these two are different? Because the byproduct that we get from these two, are different. In muscle cell, as a byproduct you get lactic acid. In yeast, as a byproduct you get carbon dioxide and alcohol. To be perfect, alcohol means here we get ethanol. Okay. Now in muscle cell what happens? In muscle cell same thing happens, that you take food, means that is our what? That is our glucose. I am not writing the chemical formula anymore. First of all, in muscle cells it gets broken down into pyruvate, two pyruvate molecules. Now we already said this step is same, common in aerobic and anaerobic respiration. In some book, in place of pyruvate you may also find pyruvic acid. Same thing, different name, pyruvic acid. In some book it may be also written as pyruvic acid. So pyruvate, pyruvic acid, same thing. This is the first step which is common in aerobic respiration also, in anaerobic respiration also. After this what happens? This pyruvate gets broken down into ethanol. This is we are talking about yeast. Sorry, this is we are talking about, yes, this is we are talking about yeast. This is happening in yeast. So in yeast what is happening? Glucose, in first step glucose is being broken down into pyruvate or pyruvic acid. Then in next step it is being broken down into ethanol and carbon dioxide. Okay, this is we are talking about yeast. Muscle cell we are coming into that. Now this ethanol and carbon dioxide, these two are our byproducts. Na? These two are used in two different things or two different industries, we can say. Ethanol we use in breweries. Breweries means where this all and alcoholic drinks are being produced. There we use ethanol. And carbon dioxide, where do you use it? We use it in bakery. How? If you eat cake or bread, you have seen that in cake or bread you can observe that there is a spongy texture. No? There are bubbles. There are air bubbles inside it. The air bubbles which are inside it, it is caused by this carbon dioxide. That's why they use yeast in bakery. And this ethanol that they get from yeast, they use it in alcoholic drinks in breweries. Okay, so this is the anaerobic respiration in yeast. How it happens in our muscle cell, or what happens inside our muscle cell? In muscle cells, same we have the food, that is glucose. First step, glucose will be broken down into 2 pyruvic acid or pyruvate. After that this pyruvic acid will be further broken down into lactic acid. and this lactic acid causes muscle cramps. Muscle cramps means, look, inside muscle cell, when you are doing any activity, any hard work, or suppose you are running, or suppose you are jumping or doing anything, any hard work, your muscle needs a huge amount of energy. Now that huge amount of energy cannot be fulfilled with only aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is taking place there, but that cannot fulfill the energy need. So as the addition, anaerobic respiration will also take place, and because of that anaerobic respiration, lactic acid will be generated, and this lactic acid, so obviously some energy will be also generated. Energy sum means 2 ATP. Here also 2 ATP. Some energy will be also generated, but this lactic acid that will be generated, it will be causing the muscle cramp. Now for exam purpose, what is important? For exam purpose, the use of this yeast in bakery and in brewery is very much important. Next, what is important? This lactic acid, that this is causing muscle cramps. How it is causing muscle cramps? When it is causing muscle cramps? Question comes on this topics also. Okay, so this is the moreover process of our respiration. We are completing it here. Next, the breathing part, the lungs, the structures, that we'll discuss in next video.